Simulated here. Welcome back to part 4 of the Not So Berry Challenge for the Plum generation. As you can see, Phoebe is over here warming up, just practicing some logic before going to school in about half an hour. She has 5 days till she aged up. I turned the aging down. She's a C grade student. Hopefully today she might get up to a B. I'm going to have her work very hard, but she is feeling focused and she is practicing her logic before going to her big test today. This test will determine whether or not she gets into medical school, and also she has to obtain at least a B in schooling in order to be able to go. Okay, she's going to go ahead and quickly get dressed and head off to her test. So we're going to go ahead and wish her good luck, mum, says Olivia. Now that we've obviously finished getting ready for work, we are ready to get a promotion, and now that Phoebe is gone, we're going to go ahead and invite over our friend who is going to help us plan our cafe bakery situation. So Paige is a very flirty young girl. How about we sit and chat? Do you want to sit down, Paige? Sit down and have a chat. We're just going to go ahead and chat about our plans and just gossip a little bit, you know, just joke about the local politicians, talk about the nice day outside. Cedric has always been a bit of a flirt. He has a teeny tiny bit of romantic relationship with Perry because when Perry helped us move in, he said, "Oh, thank you so much," and gave her a red rose. And Perry didn't see it as anything romantic. She just thought he was trying to be kind and considerate, considering, oh, Paige is single. Okay, he's like, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, she loved our bold pickup line. So basically, Perry didn't think much of it. She didn't even report it to her sister and say, you know, oh, he said something kind of strange to me. Perry just thought it was him being a bit of a charmer. Maybe he has a bit of a tendency to always make people feel good. You know, he's always been a bit like that. But right now he is getting a little bit too comfortable over here with Paige. Phoebe did submit her book and she is earning a couple of dollars a day. The book costs about $1 to purchase. It's an ebook, and we got 3 people who bought it today. So they're going to go ahead and exchange numbers so that they can chat anytime about the plans. And obviously this is going a little bit too far. He is obviously getting to the point of cheating, and, you know, ultimately he doesn't see anything wrong with this. He thinks it's just a good business move. But he's going to go ahead and admit to the fact that he finds her attractive. They're obviously swapping digits. You know, he would tell Phoebe, no, we just have each other's phone numbers because we need to for the business, but that didn't look like just business partners. So, you know, at this point in time, I think they're going to go ahead and end this meeting. They got to go ahead and get ready for work now. He has to go ahead and change the baby and whatnot before Phoebe gets home from school. Is she going to interact with our baby? Phoebe would not like this. She thinks she can take care of the baby, but she can't. It needs its diaper changed. She is like, she doesn't even know what she's doing. Phoebe would hate it if she could see this. But basically, we're going to go ahead and have the adult birthday, and then a little bit later, we're going to go ahead and age up a little baby girl into a toddler before eventually going on to some more juicy things.
Next, Chuma Ocha. Ah.
Skibik Nardu. Wisib. Skiba Dwee.
Almost. Sycophoof. Wanafaj Lika. Verdoy Narble.
Finib Nitva.
Neebs. Alcha.
Skooma.
Oh, Brashar. Clark.
Yeah, Nibs. Uh-huh.
Veloy.
What do you...
Okay guys, so as you did just go ahead and see, Phoebe passed her test and she did get accepted into medicine school. So she got an early acceptance, and now all she has to do to guarantee her position is that she has to go ahead and obtain that B in school and maintain it, and as long as she does that, she'll be accepted. Cedric doesn't quite agree with all of this because he knows it means that Phoebe's not going to be able to take care of the baby full time and she won't be able to work and all of that. So Cedric is kind of against it, but Phoebe's let him know, you know, let's just give it some time. There's still a couple months before I start, and we're just going to go ahead and spend some last newborn time with her little baby girl, because it is her birthday today. So we're going to go ahead and age her on up. He doesn't want to be a part of her birthday. He's still kind of annoyed at it all, but we're here to celebrate it with you, Olivia. She is the cutest little darling. Okay, so the next generation, the heir, is going to be a bit of a black sheep, quote unquote. I'm just going to go ahead and make her a very inquisitive sim, because I do plan on having more than one child in this generation as well. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and have one. And obviously the big issue that Cedric sees with having a child in this apartment is the fact that there is the stairs. It's kind of unsafe. And now that she's growing up, she needs a toddler bed. She's taking up a lot of room in their space. And that's what Cedric doesn't really like about having a child. And that's why he kind of is resenting her. He obviously hates children, and he lost an argument with Phoebe just before. So for her birthday, we don't really have a ton of money, and we do have some really expensive bills. We're going to have to go ahead and sell that bed and go ahead and get a little toddler bed, which is really cute. Yeah, so here she is. She's quite a little cutie, quite a little sweetheart. She looks a lot like her mum. But we're going to go ahead and Phoebe is going to be working on her skills. We're going to be raising our little girl. Yep, off Dad goes to work without a fuss. He is happy to leave, whilst Phoebe has to stay home and do her homework and get her skills up for her university, or to go to medicine school. And she's going to have to take care of little baby Olivia all on her own for the next couple of hours.
Chaff, thou busy. They copa treeb. Riva.
Purple. Pondo flax. Oh.
Hey.
Alrighty, you guys, today is the day we are going ahead and celebrating Phoebe's adult birthday and blow out her candles. Okay, there she goes. I think she missed it the first time. She's about to be a young adult, which is so crazy. She can finally quit that job in fast food and start going to med school. So she has to be, is it non-committal? Yeah, so she has to be non-committal. So at this point in time, she has decided that she maybe doesn't want to be stuck down in a relationship right now, but I think she is staying with Cedric and his horrible singing right now because she doesn't want to let things go the same way they were for her and Perry. Their father obviously passed away before they were born, and she knew it was really tough growing up without a father. So Cedric made her a lovely cake, and they fought the other night about parenting because Cedric went off at poor little Olivia for making a mess when Phoebe was doing her homework, and then Cedric was like, you should have been watching her, blah blah blah. And Phoebe said, well, I had to be doing my homework and you weren't home. You're always at work, and when you're not at work, you're with Paige organizing the cafe. You know, you're spending a lot of time with her and not a lot of time with us. That's why I couldn't be watching her whilst I was doing my homework, because I was trying to get my homework done and I couldn't earlier because you were with Paige all day. Okay, guys, so Georgia has come over. Of course, she has aged up into an elder, which is really cool. So basically, Cedric had gone on over to Paige's house. He left. He said to Phoebe, I'm going out. I don't want to be near you for a while. Hey, Cedric, it's Paige. Do you want to hang out tonight? Let's go to the Bluffs. So he's going to go to the Bluffs and hang out with Paige, whilst Phoebe and Georgia have a bit of a chat and talk about their options. And I think Phoebe's just going to say she's not ready quite yet. Oh my goodness, he just tripped over. Wow, it's really snowing over here. Right now, I think Phoebe has a good idea of what's going on. She isn't stupid. She knows that he is spending a lot of time with her, but I think she's hoping that maybe they're just friends and he's seeking comfort in her, and obviously she feels really bad. I don't think she realizes that it is this serious, that the relationship has developed to this point. And I don't think Cedric ever intended it to be this way either. Alrighty guys, just want to do a quick little skill check-in. So at the moment we are level 2 charisma, 1 comedy, 2 cooking, 4 dancing, so we're very close to maxing that, 7 logic, close to maxing that, 1 parenting, 4 programming, and 3 writing. So just a skill check for you guys there. And we are going to go ahead, it is Winterfest, we're going to go ahead and head on over to Brindleton Bay. At the moment she's just working on her programming and he was working on his cooking, but we're going to go ahead and head on over to Brindleton Bay to celebrate Winterfest with the family. Okay you guys, so we've arrived on over at the family house. It looks so beautiful, and basically we're going to go ahead and knock on the door. So we haven't had much communication with the family because Cedric has been being kind of restrictive and not letting Phoebe talk to her family. Oh, but look at little Olivia climbing up these stairs. Now let me just go ahead and show you guys Olivia Orange. Over here, where is she? Cheryl, Olivia Orange. So Olivia Orange was Riley Berry's biological mom. Something happened with Olivia, or like the person who had Yasmin's mum. It's Yasmin's mum, I think. We're just sitting here enjoying a lovely Winterfest dinner. Everyone's smiling and being happy, but I think I can see Prince shooting some daggers over this way. But right now I think Cedric is just going to have a little bit of something to say to Prince. We're just going to go ahead, just ask him how his job's going as a writer, ask him how he's doing, and you know, just chat it up. Okay, so Cedric has said that he has something he wants to tell everyone. Alright, so they're just having a little bit of a chat. Everyone's gotten up at this stage, and Cedric has gotten down onto one knee and is proposing to Phoebe, and she has said yes. Okay guys, now it is a very rushed decision, but a decision nonetheless. Phoebe and Cedric are getting married on Winterfest. So they've come over here to Club Calico. Everyone quickly got frocked up, and we are going to go ahead and get married at this beautiful location over here. Here it is. We're all going to go over here and get married. We're just going to go ahead on over there and get married. Hopefully at least our daughter will come and watch. But we are getting married to Cedric finally. They have been together for a couple of years now. Their daughter's about 3 years old, and they got married before Phoebe was pregnant. So they've been together for about 4 years, and on this cold Winterfest night they have gone ahead and decided to get married with their close family nearby. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the ring on Cedric's finger. Oh, everyone is watching. Cute. They're kissing. Yay! Congratulations, you guys. They're so cold. Okay, and everybody is here to watch. So of course, because they are now officially married, it is, I guess, their honeymoon, but they're spending it at their house. Cedric and Phoebe are going to go ahead upstairs, and you're not. You're going to go ahead and sleep on the couch. Cedric and Phoebe are going to go ahead upstairs and have some woohoo. And go downstairs, please. You do not want to see this. And they are thinking of expanding their family, so they're obviously going to have to expand their living situation. And Phoebe currently works in a hospital in Brindleton Bay, so they are considering going ahead and moving on over there so they can be closer to Phoebe's family now that they've sort of all made up, and now that Cedric is related by marriage. They're thinking of going ahead and moving to Brindleton Bay, and they've actually put an offer down on a lovely house in Brindleton Bay, and they're really hoping they can get the offer because they can't afford much more after they sell this condo. A few weeks after the wedding, Phoebe realized that on the night of their wedding she had had unprotected woohoo, and that led to her falling pregnant. She went ahead and told Cedric, and he was really upset. He was really upset about the fact that they were having another child before they had moved into the new house in Brindleton Bay. They'd just gotten the good news that they had been accepted into the house, but the fact that a baby was coming along was very bad news because the house they'd been accepted into was only 2 bedrooms, so they didn't have room for another child, and Cedric felt as though Phoebe was ruining everything by getting pregnant again, because now it meant they were going to have to sell that house and find another one again, or perform renovations, or have the kids lived in one small room for a while until they could afford to move out somewhere else. He also said to Phoebe that it meant she was now going to have to quit her job. She couldn't be a doctor because, of course, how could she be a doctor if she was pregnant? She was going to have to stay home and take care of the newborn, and Phoebe hated this mentality. She knew that she had finished school and gotten into med school whilst a teenage mother and raising a child, and she knew that she was perfectly capable of doing the same with her job now that she'd obtained it. Cedric decided that he was going to go ahead and invite Paige over whilst Phoebe was at work the next day. The morning rolled around and Phoebe headed off to work as she always did, except for this time she was taking her little baby with her. Cedric told Olivia to go downstairs and play as he invited Paige over for the day. As soon as she came in, Paige mentioned that she'd heard about the wedding, but Cedric said that he still wanted to have a thing with her all the same and that he wouldn't let Phoebe find out. Paige really didn't care about Phoebe or her feelings because they had no connection at all, and Paige didn't even really feel bad about the fact that Cedric had a daughter. They decided to go upstairs and have a bit of woohoo before Phoebe came home. Phoebe had to come home early from work because she wasn't feeling very well. The first trimester of her pregnancy had her feeling dizzy and nauseous, and she had to go home. Phoebe was coming up the stairs to go to the toilet and shower when she noticed that someone else was in her bed. She noticed that Cedric was sleeping with another woman, and then she noticed that that woman was Paige. Phoebe was so mad with Cedric. He couldn't see anything wrong with what he was doing, and he thought it was completely justifiable. Phoebe just felt so embarrassed. Phoebe tried to explain that she wanted to get divorced and that she didn't want to be with him any longer, and Cedric wouldn't take it, but Phoebe knew it was the right thing to do, and it was what she had to do for her and her daughter and the baby that she was carrying. She went ahead and picked up Olivia. She didn't even get changed or change Olivia's diaper before they left. She knew she had to take Olivia away from this man. Cedric was so mad that she was leaving, but Phoebe just walked straight out the door and never looked back. Alrighty, you guys, so now Cedric and Phoebe are divorced. They have separated, and of course, Phoebe has gone ahead and moved into the Brindleton Bay house that I built for this LP. She went ahead and moved in to this house that they were planning on living in together, and she's gone ahead and moved in here alone with her and Olivia. She's taken Olivia away from Cedric because she thinks that he shouldn't have much or little to do with her, considering that he is a cheater, that he was sleeping with other women or with another woman. And at this point in time, she can't see a future with Cedric. And that is what is going to bring part 4 of the Plum generation for the Not So Berry Challenge to an end. In the next part, things are going to be a bit less storytelling-y, and we are going to be jumping into some gameplay, working on her skills, and finally working on her aspiration. And oh my god, these girls are just trying to be so happy. Of course, Olivia doesn't truly know what's going on, but it seems as though she knew that her mum was upset and she came over here and started making some silly faces. But in the next part, we're going to be going to work with Phoebe, and we're going to be experiencing a day in the doctor career and working up our skills. That's sort of what we're going to be doing for the next couple of parts. And yeah, until next time, I hope you'll have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!